Have you ever wanted to get into cryptocurrency trading or forex trading, but the strategies that you've been learning are a bit too complicated for you to understand? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a very simple technique that you can use and is highly effective. It actually has an 81% win rate. Now, I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to get into all of the basics and everything that you need to know. So, all you need for this strategy is 3 indicators. Now, if you're a bit unsure of how TradingView works, go ahead and sign up to TradingView, use the actual package. You can get a 30-day free trial to be able to use all of the pro features. And once you're actually on TradingView, you want to go to this section here where it says indicators. Now, you want to activate these 3 indicators, which I'll be showing you right now. So I've already got them on the screen right here. I'm going to show you exactly what to do and the settings to create an absolutely amazing trading method. This one is called the Smart Money Concept. It's actually in brackets Expo. What you need to do is go onto the settings section here once you've actually installed it, and you need to copy these exact settings right here. So as you can see, you can screenshot if you want. You can have the range line, the swing points length to 20. You don't really need to understand what all of this means. Just copy it exactly how you want it. And this basically creates, if we just minimize these other indicators that we have, this creates this section right here. Now you might be wondering, how does this all work? Once this pops up right here, this little graph, this shows you that there is buying pressure here. If it can't get past this method, then that shows you that the price is going all the way up. If it can't get past this, which is the sell volume, it will start to go down. Now that was just sort of explaining how the smart money concept works, but we're going to show you how you can use the smart money concept in this strategy exactly further on in the video. So don't worry for now, you don't have to understand what all of this means. Just know that the rules are going to come and all you got to do is follow the rules at the end of this video. Now the next is the very important feature that will make it really easy for a lot of beginners and new people to understand. This is probably one of the things that got me into trading in the beginning, is the UT bot alerts. This is actually a buy-sell indicator. Now this shows you when is the right time to buy and when's the right time to sell. Now keep in mind, this is not always 100% accurate. This is why we're going to go through the rules at the end of the video, which makes it completely easy to understand. And even then, it still might not be completely accurate. As I said before, it's an 81% win rate. We will do some future videos showing you how to actually identify false trading alerts, which will make it a bit easier for you to understand and get into a trade. But with this strategy specifically, it's easier to tell if the buy and sell indicators are actually going to work or not. So I'm going to show you just the settings behind the UT bot alerts that you need to copy. And all it is to go into the input section once you're there, change the key value to 2, and then change the ATR period to 1. Beforehand, it was probably 10, and this was 1. This is not needed, but this is one thing that I like to use, and it's actually helped me with this strategy. I use the signals from Hikinashi candles. Now, I'll quickly explain what Hikinashi candles are and how it helps with this strategy. If you go over to the top left and see next to the minute timetable, or whatever minutes you've got it selected as, there's actually a candle option here. Now, instead of using these candles, which are a bit harder to understand, it doesn't really look completely great, I use Hikinashi candles, and a lot of other people use the same thing. Now, I use Hikinashi candles because it helps you show the actual method of where it's going. I prefer this so much because it shows you the trend that the price is in. If it's completely in red and it keeps on going red, you know exactly that it's going down, and it's easier for you to understand. If you'd like to know how to get the most value out of one single trade with this trading strategy, then I'd like to tell you about crypto futures trading. Keep in mind, this only works with cryptocurrency trading. Now, for crypto futures trading, I use Rollbit. The reason why is because you can actually put more leverage on each specific trade. Keep in mind, though, this also makes the trade even riskier. But if you're confident in the direction that the trade's going, this can make you so much more money in a shorter amount of time. So let's look at this return on investment calculator. Now, if you were going to do a standard trade without much leverage, and the price moved 2%, then you would get 20%, near enough 20% anyway, 17.8% of what you actually decide to actually wager. Now, I don't recommend this, but with Rollbit, you can go crazy on just one trade if you wanted to and if you were really confident on it. Let's say you decided to do 1,000 multiplayer, which is the maximum. You can make 1,784% on one single trade, but that means that you need to make sure that you're confident on where the price is actually moving. If this sounds like something interesting to you, sign up to Rollbit using the link in our description. You can even buy cryptocurrency using Apple Pay, Visa, or Google Pay, anything you like. The next one is probably the most important factor to be able to understand how this works, and that is the exponential moving average. So I'm going to quickly show you what it is right now. It's this white line here. If the price is moving below the exponential moving average, that means that the price is in a downtrend. If the price is above the exponential moving average, then that means it's in a bullish trend. But when you actually get the exponential moving average, it will basically be following the exact price chart just like this, and it will follow it all the way around, and you really will not be able to understand how it actually works. So what you need to do is go to the settings once again, and all you need to do is change the length to 100. And this, along with the rules that I'm quickly going to explain, is all you need to be able to make effective trades. So there is 4 rules that you need to actually follow if you want to make a buy or sell trade. So if you're trying to actually buy, then you need to make sure that the price action is above the exponential moving average. You also need to look for the buy signal from the UT bot alerts. Once the buy signal pops up, then you're ready to go. And you also need to make sure that the candlesticks are closed below the smart money concept's middle section. I'll quickly show you an example. So this is a smart money concept like I mentioned before, and this is the middle section right here. All you really need to know is that if there is a buy right here below this middle section, then that means it's a great time to buy. But for this example specifically, it's below the exponential moving average. So that means that it might not be the best trade to make as it's currently in a downtrend. But if this is above the exponential moving average, then you know it's a good trade to make. The smart money concept makes these low lows, low highs, and high lows and high highs. So what you need to look for when you're making a buy trade is the most recent label needs to be a high high or a high low. Now let's talk about the rules if you actually want to sell. Again, this is similar to the buy settings, but it's basically reversed in the opposite direction. If the price is below the exponential moving average, then that is a great time to sell. If the sell signal from UT bot alerts comes up, then that's a great time to sell. You also need to make sure that the candlestick is also closed above the smart money concept middle section, and you need to make sure the most recent label is a low high or a low low. If you missed tiny bits of how to actually work this and you're not really too sure, make sure to rewatch the video a couple of times till you actually get it. There is nothing wrong with that in any way, shape or form. Just rewatch specific parts that you're not really too sure on. Leave a like on this video and make sure to comment below with more trading strategies that you would like to learn.